All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're unpacking the ultimate blueprint for taming CMDB chaos. Look, if you work with ServiceNow, you already know that keeping your configuration management database clean is, well, it's a constant battle. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the highly anticipated ServiceNow Common Service Data Model, or CSDM Zurich Release Implementation Runbook. This is the official step-by-step administrator guide for planning, configuring, and going live with Zurich. Now, if you're an administrator who's currently drowning in stale records, dealing with integration conflicts, and just staring at a general mess of duplicate data, basically, if your CMDB feels like the place where good data goes to die, you are exactly who this runbook was written for. We are going to talk about how to transform that headache into a governed, trusted data foundation that actually supports your entire enterprise. But first, there's a core concept we really have to wrap our heads around before doing anything else. The runbook states clearly, CSDM is a prescriptive service data model and relationship framework. It is not a single product. It doesn't magically replace your CMDB, and it doesn't replace your discovery tools. It's an operating model. Treating it like just another one-time software installation, that's honestly the first mistake a lot of teams make. To make this easy to digest, we're breaking this highly technical 27-step runbook into 6 logical phases: the CSDM Zurich blueprint, pre-flight checks and plugins, building the data foundation, safe ingestion and activation, the crawl, walk, run, fly stages, and finally, governance and going live. Okay, starting with phase 1, the CSDM Zurich blueprint. Let's talk about the strategic roadmap. The Zurich release follows a very specific staged ascent: foundation, crawl, walk, run, and fly. Think of it like building a skyscraper. The absolute golden rule here is that you literally cannot build the upper floors, run, and fly until your foundation is rock solid. In fact, the guide strongly recommends using just foundation and crawl as your minimum viable implementation to get reliable IT service management and app visibility. Seriously, do not attempt a big bang enterprise load right out of the gate. Moving on to phase 2, pre-flight checks and plugins. Because before we touch any data whatsoever, we have to prep the instance. When setting things up, please don't just hand out administrative rights to everyone. You need to assign specific roles based on the principle of least privilege. This ensures your data stewards and integration admins have exactly the access they need and nothing more. Take the CMDB INSD_admin role, for example. That is strictly for integration administrators who are building Integration Hub ETL processes. Keeping that locked down protects your core architecture. And here is a crucial point. Consider this a flashing red light for anyone setting up their instance. Stop, and never load demo data into your production environment. The runbook is incredibly strict on this. You need to test your plugin activations, like the CMDB, CSDM support, in a recently cloned non-production instance first. Activating these plugins behaves very differently than just moving a standard update set. All right, phase 3, building the data foundation. This is where we pour the concrete of our reference data. To build a solid foundation, every single piece of your configuration item, or CI data, absolutely must go through the identification and reconciliation engine, commonly known as the IRE. Think of the IRE as your bouncer. It establishes authoritative sources and protects the integrity of your attributes. If you skip the IRE, you are basically opening the floodgates for duplicates to completely overrun your system. And this is exactly what separates an organized system of record from total CMDB chaos. The runbook dictates that you should never bypass the IRE, not even for standard import sets. Good practice means you're leveraging Integration Hub ETL or Service Graph connectors. Bad practice, that's loading data directly into the CMDB and accidentally overwriting critical attributes just because you didn't set up your source precedence rules properly. Which brings us to phase 4, safe ingestion and activation. This is the big moment where we actually turn CSDM on. But wait, before you even think about hitting that CSDM activation plugin, you absolutely have to map your legacy status and substatus values. The documentation explicitly warns us here. Activating CSDM before this mapping is finished can result in totally botched lifecycle values and synchronization failures. In short, it will break your existing integrations. So you have to follow this exact sequence to migrate those lifecycle values safely. First up, export your legacy values. Then navigate over to lifecycle mapping. You're going to map every active legacy value to a standard CSDM stage and status pair. Next, run the discrepancy check. You have to resolve every single missing or inactive mapping until that report shows absolutely zero unresolved blocking errors. Only then, and I mean only then, do you activate com.snc.cmdb.csdm.activation. Awesome. Phase 5, crawl, walk, run, fly. With the switch finally flipped, we can expand our pilot scope. For a bounded pilot, the Runbook actually suggests a strict 12-week delivery sequence. Here's how it plays out. In week 1, you mobilize and assess your baseline. Fast forward to week 5, you're testing the target model in the IRE. By week 8, you're hitting the crawl pilot, focusing strictly on business applications and infrastructure. And finally, by week 12, you're looking at production deployment and hypercare. It's designed to systematically move you from operational visibility up to enterprise optimization without completely overwhelming your team. And it's crucial to see how each maturity stage builds directly on the last one. In the crawl stage, you're focused on business applications just to get minimum ITSM visibility. Then you walk, mapping out tech management services. You really shouldn't even attempt the run stage, which is all about business portfolios, until those crawl stage service instances are properly linked up. And fly? That's for integrating enterprise business capabilities, and you only go there when the earlier stages are fully stable and governed. Finally, phase 6, governance and going live. Because remember, CSDM is a continuous operating model, definitely not a set-it-and-forget-it project. When it comes to ongoing operations, the Runbook gives us some incredibly strict target metrics. You want to maintain less than 1% duplicate CIs in your pilot classes. And we aren't just hoping for the best here. You need to be checking this metric weekly using the CMDB and CSDM Data Foundations dashboards. On top of that, you should be aiming for at least 95% on both required field completeness and owner attestation completion. What does that mean? It means that every single quarter, data owners are physically verifying the accuracy of their CIs. If data gets stale or orphaned, it gets handled properly through governance lifecycle policies using the CMDB data manager. You don't just go in and randomly delete records. The guide makes a really profound point here. Quality always beats quantity. Look, having thousands of orphan servers just sitting in your database, that is completely useless. But having 100 perfectly mapped service instances, that can fundamentally transform your incident routing and change impact analysis. And really, that's the ultimate goal we're shooting for. So I'll leave you with this to think about as you plan your Zurich upgrade. Are you just building a CMDB for today's convenience, taking shortcuts? Or are you utilizing this staged ascent, foundation, crawl, walk, run, fly, to ensure your CMDB becomes the true governed data foundation for tomorrow's enterprise? I really hope this explainer has given you a clear, structured path forward based directly on the Zurich Implementation Runbook. Follow the blueprint, use that IRE, map those legacy values, and build your foundation the right way.